What's up, guys? DrFeelGood here, back again with another video prescription. And I want to just ask you gamers a question, a real serious question. What's the most important thing to you when it comes to the games you play? Fun or fidelity? This is something that is virtually split the entire gaming community in half over the last decade, since the 7th gen. All right. So, fun versus fidelity. Me personally, I've been gaming for over 30 years. All right. I've never purchased a game based on how it looks. I may like the way a game look, and I may prefer, of course, who wouldn't, that a game look better than worse. However, I've never purchased a game just because it looked good or it looked better. I own both the PS4 Slim and an Xbox One S, as well as a Switch and various other gaming consoles across the generations. And I can tell you, even with this generation, there are many games that were on all three systems, the Wii U, the PS4, and the Xbox One. I purchased the Wii U version, not because it's the only system I had, but because it offers certain perks. There are games that look better or sold more on the PS4, and I still bought the Xbox One version. But let's get down to it. I don't care about the way a game looks. I don't. I care about the way it plays. Does it entertain me? Is it fun to play? But today's gamers bitch about the most irrelevant things. For example, you have people bitching about missing effects and details in games. Okay? I think when Square decided to port Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 to the Nintendo Switch, and they released an early video about it. And keep in mind, this wasn't the finished product. People were saying that, oh, well, the Switch version is missing particle effects and blur effects and stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of minute things. So what? You mean to tell me when you play this game that you're going to always pause the game and stand in awe at the particle and blur effects? I heard people saying that, well, the recently released NBA Playgrounds, the PS4 version, has more spectators in the bleachers than the Switch version. So what? Do these spectators increase the chance of you making a shot? Do they come out and steal a ball for you? Do they even contribute to your game whatsoever as you play? No. They're there to make it feel more realistic, make it feel more alive. But if the PS4 version has 20 spectators and the Switch version has 15, you mean to tell me that that's a reason for you to pick the PS4 version? Just because the amount of spectators? Really? That's like me picking one burger over the other because one has more strands of lettuce. Or one has, 2 pickles, the other has 3. Really? It doesn't add much of anything. It really doesn't. But you have people out there that really, really do make purchasing decisions based on stuff like this. And they'll go all over the web bitching and complaining, spreading this narrative. Small things, irrelevant things. Some other things people complain about. Resolution. Oh, well, the PS4 version is 1080p while the Xbox One version is 900p. Who cares? I don't. Does the game play? Does it perform well? Now, I will play devil's advocate and say if you have a 65-inch TV, 1080p is where you want to be because it would give you a picture that's 10% better. Because honestly, 900p to 1080p, you're only missing 180 lines of resolution in comparison. So that's 10-15% better. That's it. If you're viewing up close and personal. But from 5 to 10 feet away from your television, don't make a difference. It really don't. If you have a 50-inch TV, there is barely any noticeable difference between 900p and 1080p, but people literally will base their decisions around 180 lines of resolution. Oh, well, I'm going to get the superior version on the PS4 because it's 1080p. Okay. Huh. And you like playing online, so you will get the better looking version on a system that has a shittier network, as opposed to get the slightly lower resolution version where you wouldn't have virtually any issues playing online, that's most important to you, right? Doesn't make any sense. Resolution. People had literally gotten into arguments online over 180 lines of resolution. Sometimes less than that. You hear something like, well, the PS4 version, runs at 900p. The Xbox One version runs at, 800p or 840p. Like, who cares? Do you like the game? Is it fun? Think about this. There are some folks that will go out there and buy a console based on this, where the PS4 version typically runs at a higher resolution. So what? Doesn't the average TV today upscale your image? So even if your game is 720p, it will upscale it to 1080p. So even if the PS4 version runs natively at 1080p, your TV set, if you have an Xbox One, is going to add those 180 lines of resolution anyway. So it may not be natively pushing that, but you still get virtually the same picture. Dumbasses. Moving on. People will truly bitch about the lack of detail in games. Oh, well, on this version, you can see more shadows on Lara Croft's face. While on this version, they took out a few shadows. Or this version, there's more lighting shadows on this level, but on this version, it's not. Who cares? I can tell you right now, when I'm playing Titanfall 2 on the Xbox One S, I don't even pay attention to no damn shadows on the ground. I don't pay attention to the fact that, the Xbox One version, I can see an extra green light on the weapon. But on the PC version, there's 2 green lights there. Who cares? You know what I'm looking at when I play that game? I'm looking at where my bullets are landing. Don't give a damn if there's one little detail missing. I don't care. And neither should you. Small things that don't change whether or not a game is fun. People complain about, well, this game is, realistic. You can see the pores in this game. They use that cell shading and it's not real. Who cares? I can tell you right now, Horizon Zero Dawn looks better than Breath of the Wild. If we're talking in terms of realism. But as far as environmental interactivity, as far as physics, there is no comparison whatsoever. None. Size of the game, size of the map, the stuff you could do, no comparison. 0. I have over 200 hours in that game. So does my wife. Just saying. Fun. So what, a game looks more realistic? You actually have people out there that won't buy a game because of its art style. Well, the art style doesn't appeal to me. I don't care for realistic games, but I do still buy them. I still have Rise of the Tomb Raider. I still got Horizon Zero Dawn. I have Last Guardian. I have Final Fantasy 15. But I also have Mario Kart and Splatoon. I got Box Boy. I don't care about the art style. I can appreciate all types of art style. But you know what I care about more? Fun. Those games are fun. Guacamelee, Affordable Space Adventures, Streets of Rage, Sonic, Titanfall. All those games are fun to me. So I don't care how they look. It just, to me, none of these things impact the overall experience and how much fun you have with the game. Now, I won't lie, they definitely can add to it, but they don't impact it. You mean to tell me that if you have fun with Tekken 2 and Tekken 3, but after playing Tekken 7 you can't go back? That's BS. Because those games are still fun. They're still fun. I wouldn't care if the characters look like the block models from the first game. Still fun. Is it visually appealing? No. But is the game still fun? Does it perform well? Does it operate? That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Fun, not fidelity. Uncharted 4, which I also own, looks damn good. Looks super realistic. Is it as fun as Breath of the Wild? Hell to the no. And this is not me speaking as a Nintendo fan. This is me speaking as a gamer. I have Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. Love the franchise. But no. And that game's realistic. But I'm not here for realism. I'm not here to buy only games that reflect my, actual life. Like, I purchased NBA Playgrounds. You know why I purchased that game? Because I'm a big fan of NBA Jam, NBA Hang Time, College Slam, and other games similar like NFL Blitz, Blitz the League, NFL Street, NBA Street, SSX, games that are not trying to be realistic. I can appreciate 2K, and I like 2K. But I've seen people complain about NBA Playgrounds having big head characters that weren't accurately proportioned or realistic. I wish it had big head characters. It's supposed to be fun and comedic, comical. Fun, funny, so you can make fun of it. So you can see a player's big ass ears or something like that, or their big lips or whatever. It's fun. That's all it is. I bought that game because I want to see 25 and 30 foot dunks. I bought it for simplicity, for how it reminds me of the old classic arcade style of NBA Jam and things like that. Fun. Don't care how it looks. I've seen people complain, well, the game doesn't look that good or detailed. It wasn't supposed to. It's an indie game for one, but two, they weren't going for realism. They were going for just simple fun. Shut the hell up. Play the game. Stop worrying about how it looks. How does it play? But I don't understand. But I wish I did. I truly do wish I did. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me what you prefer between fun and fidelity. What's most important to you? And as always, keep it gaming.